later on, I found out that, I met another person. They're kind of like, how's your tracking and this and that. I'm like, that's good. So, I was like, but it probably could be better. And, I used to set up custom things on the back end of the website. I would put in custom code to do some tracking in that. And then I noticed the pixel, I'm like, I have the pixel set up. I'm like, but is it set up 100% right? I'm like, I don't know. So I went through that, and then I found like Google Tag Manager, and there's ways like to track like server side, and Facebook has a whole back end API that you can send information to, which I was. You just go in their little tool and you click on it and you set up that, and I was like, you just connect through like Amazon, and went from $50 to $100 a month. I was thinking it was like $500 a month. I'm like, this is weird. So Amazon set me up for another subscription and started charging a credit card like crazy. And I'm like, this stuff isn't really even working. I don't know. So then I got into Google Tag Manager, and I had that tracking set up by somebody, and they didn't set it up right. So I had to go back and I spent weeks and weeks and weeks on this. Finally, I got that set up correctly. By spending a lot of time with ChatGPT and Claude, and really understanding how like the tags work and the triggers work and all this different stuff works, and setting the conversion data. And then I was like, well, maybe we're not setting the right type of conversion data now that I'm in there and I'm thinking about this. So I learned a ton about that.